Good morning. It's Monday, and that makes it a cardio day. I was going to do Turbo Fire, but my DVD player down here seems to have decided it's going to quit working. So I can poach one from upstairs, but I figure by the time I get done figuring that out and the chords and moving things, I'll probably be like, there's an excuse for not getting the exercise done. So I'm just going to go ahead and hop on and do a spin workout while I have the time dedicated and I'm ready to work out. So I'm going to get that done, and then I'll work on replacing the DVD player down here and getting that all squared away for the next time that I want to do a DVD down here. So I had something funny I thought I would share with you. I kept talking about my Sunday workouts being good, and since I started all this, I was thinking that they were the best workouts because I had been using Saturday as my rest day, so I thought my body was ready to go, and so that would be why my system worked so well, and I felt like my performance level was so good, and the workout, it doesn't hurt as bad. I feel like I get that charge from it. So anyway, yesterday, after I was all charged up and had that great workout, what kept going through my brain was that I had worked out on Saturday. In fact, I'd done such a really good workout on Saturday. I was completely, like, it really did me in, like, for the rest of the day. I was a little bit sore yesterday, so I was just still kind of like trying to work out, and I got to thinking, well, maybe this just means that my fitness level is improving enough that all my workouts are going to be this good. Wouldn't that be great? And just another thought came into my head, and I kind of went and looked, and there's a reason for it. I've been doing these series workouts on my spin bike, and they're in a series of 3, and it turns out that usually the interval workouts are landing on Sundays. So what I did with my suspicion is I did the workout that I did yesterday today, had the same experience, even pushed a little farther. And so it's these interval workouts that really are my favorite. So with these series, the first one of the week, so there's 3 per week. The first one is steady state. The second one is resistance, so it's hills and high resistance. And then the third one is the intervals. And so as much as I'd like to go through the library and pick out all the interval ones and just do those, I'm sure that my system probably needs to do a variety. So I will continue doing what is laid out for me. But now it's not just because it's Sunday, and it isn't really my theory that it's because I took a rest day on Saturday. It is because interval workouts are my favorite. And I did have a really good one today. Hello, I have the update for day 93. So today started out pretty good. As you can see from the clips, I got my cardio exercise done today, and that I discovered why Sunday workouts have been going so well. So I guess from here on out, I'll be looking forward to my interval workouts. And I did have a little hiccup with not being able to put the Turbo Fire in the DVD player this morning, and instead of poaching from one of the other floors, because we kind of use them at different times, I found one on clearance for $46, a Blu-ray player. So I thought, okay, I'll just replace the one in the basement. So that was a big score. I thought I kind of like it when I find good deals like that. So got that done today, and I was proud of myself for my decision to get on the bike because I recognized that if I would have gone and tried to take the one out of the room upstairs and unplugged it and got the cords, and you know by the time that became a project, that might have likely been, oh, now with the time, I don't know if I can fit the exercise in. So exercise became more important than that at the moment. And now I got the exercise in. I've got it's going to be actually delivered tomorrow. So I will be able to hook that up tomorrow. Um, I had a good day today. I did have to do some active stress management. Um, and some of my struggles are I'm being hard on myself because of not working. I am expecting a level of, you know, this should be done, this should be organized, this should be taken care of, this project should be completed. Like, why am I behind on these things? And so I had to stop those thought processes and take a minute and kind of lay all that out realistically. And yes, I'm off work, but I've had a rough go of it for last month. It was a 3-week run of days that I was non-functional, and that happened when I was working too. I did use leave. It was horrible, and then when I'd get back to work, I felt guilty, and I was behind on things, and then I'd work long hours to catch stuff up, which just got me more behind here. And so I was able to kind of map my way into, see, now that's not happening. So let's get real about what are you stressing about? What's the problem? Who's making demands? What's the priority here? And then those stress management techniques, and some of them seem a little, when you think about it, it's like, do I really have to, go sit and listen to something that tells me, squeeze your toes, let your toes relax, squeeze your butt, and you just kind of go through everything. But that active relaxation exercise tends to change my focus. And for me, it really, I don't know if it's my brain gets into a cycle of thinking, and then it's kind of like a spiral. And what that does is it just kind of ends that spiral thinking or whatever was going on. So I did that. I kind of set out some lists. I set some realistic goals. I made some priorities. And I had to take some time and sit down and do that because I could feel my heart, my thoughts racing, my just like this panic setting in, and this general sense of just discontent with everything. There's no reason for that. And so I needed to nip that in the bud and address that. And back to the theme of my channel, The Health Hypocrite, I used to teach people that were trying to lose weight, when we would start talking about healthy lifestyle choices or things that they could do, and they would launch into, well, I've got this going on, that going on, and they would just, kind of lay it all out there. It was very easy to assess that their stress levels were high. And so then I usually put a lot of that stuff aside and said, what we need to address first is stress, because stress management plays a really big role in being able to lose weight, and in your body and your hormones and your system and everything working right, your metabolism, to allow the weight, the fat to break down and that to be processed. And if you have that unmanaged, it's going to work against all of your other hard work. And so usually stress management was one of the first things on my list. If it was somebody that needed medications, of course, that had to be addressed first. Getting your meds in is important. And doctor's appointments and things like that. But when it comes to healthy lifestyle, you can do all the exercise and eating right and all of that stuff. And if you don't manage your stress levels, you're just kind of going to undo a lot of the work that you're doing. And there's science behind that, and I taught that, and then I live my life, and I allow stress to build and go unchecked. I think sometimes I'm like, oh, I got a handle on it. Oh, I'm doing okay with it. That's some of it. And so I recognized this morning that my thinking I had a handle on it was incorrect thinking. And so I'm I'm struggling still a little bit with the being disappointed in myself about those kinds of things. Like, I should be smarter, I should be stronger, I should have seen that sooner, that kind of stuff. So I'm working on that. I'm working on not doing that. So I am trying to shift the thought process to look how much earlier I recognized it. Look what I did today for it. I am feeling so much better tonight. I accomplished so much more after that. My thoughts are working better. I'm transitioning from activity to activity. I have the unpacking done finally. And so everything is going really well right now, and I am going to kind of keep working on those things. I did get my 10,000 steps in today, and I did stay on meal plan. So all of that was real good too. So it looks like I've got some work in the stress management and the negative self-talk. And I'm going to do a little bit more with that this evening, and I will see you tomorrow.